But let's talk to Jonathan Davies, who's a podcaster and economist and joins us now. Good morning to you.
Hi, Julia.
Good morning. How significant do you think it is that we've broken that long-term trend of unemployment just falling down and down and down and down to this extraordinary historic low, going up by 0.1%? Should we be worried?
The operative phrase, it's moved by 0.1%. It's not at all significant. It could be a rounding error. And alternatively, we should look at the other statistic, that the number of people in work rose by 115,000 in the same 3 months. So, no, there are no issues here. There are no problems here. I would, however, point out that another part of the Office for National Statistics says that pay is going up by 3.9% a year. Now, that is significantly above inflation. That is, and therefore, in itself, inflationary. And that suggests, as I said to you a few weeks ago, that interest rates could well rise over the next 6 to 12 months.
That's something to look at.
That's more significant.
Well, it's interesting. I mean, we've now a joint record high from April to June, those 3 months, 76.1% of working age adults in paid work. And you said that increase of 115,000 more people in work. A lot of people find it very confusing, though, that we can have unemployment going up, but also employment going up. Explain the difference between those statistics.
It's simply the number of people looking for work. That's the unemployment statistic. But the number of people in work is the employment statistic. So 33,000 people more wanted work, 115,000 found work. So, in other words, more people are finding work than aren't.
Okay. And as you say, you're thinking not something for us to be worried about. It could just be a little blip. But, of course, there were some concerns in the latest figures on GDP growth. But, again, a lot of those thinking to be a correction of the months before March, where people were stockpiling ahead of a possible Brexit and possibly on no-deal terms. And then, of course, it relaxes. It's basically, the long-term trend is still looking very good, and certainly compared to our European neighbours.
We are stronger economically than everyone else in the EU and indeed in the continent of Europe. Going forward, I must reiterate, there are inflationary pressures both in the UK and globally, and as a result, we should expect the Bank of England over the next 6 to 12 months raise interest rates. That's where the great British public are going to start feeling it in their pockets, particularly if they've got large debts, large mortgages, and so on.
There's always something to look forward to, isn't there? Jonathan Davies, we'll have to leave it there. Podcaster and economist Jonathan Davies, thank you very much indeed for that.